Welcome to the Conspiracy Files with Paige Carter. I'm your host, Paige Carter. As the biting Antarctic winds whipped across the barren landscape, a team of Nazi soldiers, scientists, and engineers, clad in heavy winter gear, tirelessly worked to establish a base in this frozen no-man's land. This was no ordinary military operation. It was an endeavor shrouded in secrecy, an enigmatic mission known only as Operation Sunshine. The frigid expanse of Antarctica, a continent that remained largely unexplored in the early 20th century, presented the perfect opportunity for the Nazis to conduct clandestine operations. The isolation, the harsh conditions, the uncharted territory. It was an ideal setting for them to carry out activities far from the prying eyes of the world. But why Antarctica? What did the Nazis hope to accomplish in such an inhospitable environment? The answers to these questions lie buried in a nexus of rumors, speculations, and declassified documents that suggest a range of possibilities. From developing advanced technology to establishing a refuge for the party's elite, the true purpose of Operation Sunshine remains a tantalizing mystery. One theory posits that the Nazis were interested in the abundant resources present in Antarctica. The continent is known to be rich in minerals and oil, commodities that could fuel their war machinery. Establishing a base here would mean securing a source of much-needed resources. Another theory points towards the development of advanced technology. The isolation of Antarctica would have provided the perfect cover for conducting experiments and testing new technologies, away from the watchful eyes of the Allies. Yet another theory, more ominous and chilling than the others, suggests that the Nazis were attempting to establish contact with extraterrestrial entities. It's a claim that seems outlandish, but in the realm of secret Nazi operations, nothing can be dismissed outright. While the truth behind Operation Sunshine remains veiled in secrecy, there's little doubt that something significant was afoot in the icy wilderness of Antarctica. The fact that such an operation was undertaken in extremely hostile conditions points towards a purpose that was deemed critical by the Nazi high command. Declassified documents have given us a glimpse into the scale and ambition of Operation Sunshine. They speak of a colossal project, with resources and manpower being funneled into the Antarctic mission. But these documents offer more questions than answers, shedding light on some aspects while plunging others into deeper shadows. As we delve deeper into the enigma of Operation Sunshine, we find ourselves drawn into a labyrinth of secrets, speculations, and unanswered questions. The hidden Nazi base in Antarctica, the mysterious Operation Sunshine, is more than just a historical curiosity. It's a testament to the lengths the Nazis were willing to go to achieve their objectives, a chilling reminder of a time when the world was on the brink of an abyss. But it's also a mystery that continues to captivate, a puzzle that's yet to be fully solved. To understand the historical context of Operation Sunshine, one must revisit the global landscape of the early 20th century. The world had just emerged from the ravages of the First World War, and the tensions of the impending Second World War were just beginning to simmer. It was an era marked by rapid technological advancements, geopolitical shifts, and ideological clashes. The Nazi Party's rise to power in Germany during this tumultuous time was a pivotal event that would shape the course of history. The Nazis were known for their obsession with the occult, the paranormal, and the extraterrestrial. This was deeply entwined with their ideology, with a belief in a superior Aryan race and an intense fascination with ancient civilizations, mythical artifacts, and supposed hidden knowledge. It is in this context that Operation Sunshine can be viewed. A clandestine mission to the remote, icy wilderness of Antarctica could very well fit into the broader framework of the Nazis' pursuit of power, mastery, and supremacy. Simultaneously, the cultural milieu of the time was deeply influenced by the spirit of exploration and discovery. The early 20th century had witnessed an era of polar expeditions, with explorers like Roald Amundsen and Robert Falcon Scott making their mark on the Antarctic landscape. The notion of conquering the harsh, uncharted terrains of the polar regions was deeply ingrained in the collective consciousness of the time. This could have provided a further impetus for the Nazis to undertake a mission as audacious as Operation Sunshine. Furthermore, Antarctica's strategic importance cannot be overlooked. As the last unexplored frontier on Earth, it was seen as a potential treasure trove of resources. The continent's vast reserves of minerals and oil would have been an irresistible lure for the resource-hungry Nazis, providing a practical reason for their interest in the region. In conclusion, Operation Sunshine was a product of its time, a strange amalgamation of the prevailing ideologies, cultural trends, and geopolitical realities. The mystery surrounding it is not just about the Nazis' activities in Antarctica, but also reflects the broader historical and cultural context of the early 20th century. This shadowy operation, it seems, embodies the very essence of the Nazi regime, its ambitions, its ruthlessness, and its insatiable quest for power and knowledge. In the swirling maelstrom of speculation and conjecture that surrounds Operation Sunshine, a few key figures rise from the shadows, their roles as enigmatic as the mission itself. One such individual is Heinrich Himmler, the architect of the SS and one of Hitler's most trusted lieutenants. Himmler was deeply fascinated with the occult, and some believe that his interest in Antarctica was tied to a quest for ancient, otherworldly power. Another notable figure is Hans Ulrich Rudel, a highly decorated Luftwaffe pilot. His involvement in Operation Sunshine is largely speculative, but there are claims that he was linked to Nazi expeditions in the South Pole. Some suggest that his unparalleled piloting skills were harnessed for dangerous reconnaissance missions over the icy Antarctic landscape. The Ahnenerbe, an organization within the SS, also plays a significant role in this narrative. Founded by Himmler, the Ahnenerbe was dedicated to research that would bolster the ideological tenets of the Nazi regime. This included archaeological expeditions, linguistic studies, and research into the supposed supernatural abilities of the Aryan race. Given their role in such endeavors, it is not implausible to suggest that they might have been involved in Operation Sunshine, using Antarctica as a potential site to uncover hidden knowledge or artifacts. The origins of Operation Sunshine are shrouded in secrecy, its existence often dismissed as mere wartime propaganda or conspiracy. The first claims of the operation came to light in the 1950s, decades after the end of World War II. Stories began to circulate about secret Nazi bases hidden beneath the Antarctic ice, reinforced by alleged sightings of U-boats in South American waters, possibly en route to or from Antarctica. The hidden city of Neuschwabenland is often mentioned in relation to Operation Sunshine. Named after the Nazi expedition to Antarctica in 1938, it is said to be a secret base established by the Nazis, where they supposedly continued their operations long after the fall of the Third Reich. However, the existence of Neuschwabenland remains unconfirmed, its location lost in the icy wilderness of Antarctica. These key figures, organizations, and places provide fascinating touchstones in the enigmatic narrative of Operation Sunshine. Yet they also deepen the mystery, adding layers of intrigue and speculation to an already complex puzzle. The truth of Operation Sunshine may be as elusive as the Antarctic ice is vast, but the search for answers continues, driven by the human desire to unravel the secrets of the past. The first tangible evidence of Operation Sunshine came to light in the late 1960s in the form of declassified documents from the United States and the United Kingdom. These documents mentioned Nazi Germany's interest in Antarctica, and while they were not explicit about a covert operation, they did offer intriguing hints. One such document, a declassified report from the British Admiralty, made references to unusual activities in the Antarctic region during the late 1930s and early 1940s. It mentioned an increase in Nazi naval traffic and speculated on the possibility of hidden bases. In the United States, the FBI released a series of documents in the 1970s under the Freedom of Information Act. Among these documents was a memo dated 1947, which detailed an interview with a supposed German U-boat crew member. The interviewee not only confirmed the existence of Operation Sunshine, but also claimed to have been part of a mission to transport key personnel and materials to a secret base in Antarctica. The document, however, did not corroborate the existence of Neuschwabenland. In the 1980s, further information came to light when an elderly German veteran broke his silence about his experiences during the war. He claimed to have been a member of the Ahnenerbe and part of an expedition to Antarctica in the late 1930s. His testimony, fraught with tantalizing details, spoke of a vast underground complex beneath the ice, filled with advanced technology and ancient artifacts. The veracity of his claims, however, could not be fully substantiated, and his tale added another layer of intrigue to the ongoing mystery. Another intriguing piece of evidence was unearthed in the 1990s when a map purportedly from the Third Reich surfaced. The map showed detailed topography of a part of Antarctica with annotations in German. Some of the markings suggested the presence of a hidden base. Experts, however, could not agree on the map's authenticity, and it remains a contentious piece of evidence. While these documents and testimonies provide tantalizing clues about Operation Sunshine, they also raise more questions than they answer. The authenticity and interpretation of the evidence are often disputed, and the supposed secrecy of the operation allows for a multitude of theories. Amidst this uncertainty, one thing is clear. The enigma of Operation Sunshine continues to captivate, and the quest for truth remains as elusive as ever. In spite of the intriguing evidence and testimonies surrounding Operation Sunshine, the mainstream narratives offer a different perspective. Historians and researchers often argue that the Antarctic expeditions by the Third Reich were primarily scientific and exploratory in nature, having little or nothing to do with the establishment of secret bases or harboring potent technology. From this viewpoint, the much-debated Operation Sunshine was nothing more than a cover for mundane scientific studies like mapping and geological surveys. The supposed increase in Nazi naval traffic to Antarctica, they propose, could be attributed to the expansion of Germany's whaling industry, which was a significant economic activity during that period. Moreover, skeptics question the veracity of the 1947 FBI document, highlighting that it was based on the testimony of an unidentified German U-boat crew member. The absence of corroborating evidence and the potential for misinformation in such a scenario are significant concerns. The story of the elderly German veteran, too, has been met with skepticism. Critics point out that his recollections surfaced decades after the events, and his claims of a vast underground complex filled with advanced technology and ancient artifacts are thought to be the products of an imaginative mind rather than factual accounts. As for the controversial map that surfaced in the 1990s, experts in cartography and historical document analysis have raised doubts about its authenticity. They point out inconsistencies in the map's age, style, and markings, suggesting that it may be a forgery. Mainstream historians also argue that the inhospitable climate and challenging terrain of Antarctica would have made it nearly impossible for the Nazis to establish a complex base of operations there, let alone maintain it. In conclusion, proponents of the mainstream narrative view Operation Sunshine as a product of wartime propaganda, post-war misinformation, or even sensationalism. They argue that the enduring mystery and intrigue surrounding it are likely fueled more by a love of conspiracy theories and less by concrete evidence. However, these counterclaims and contradictions only serve to deepen the enigma that is Operation Sunshine. It's a reminder that historical truth can often be elusive, and not every question has a clear-cut answer. As the mystery persists, so too does the fascination with this clandestine chapter of World War II. In exploring the alleged mechanics of Operation Sunshine, it's essential to understand the tactical genius the Nazis were known for. If the operation was real, it would have required extreme secrecy, advanced technology, and logistical wizardry. One of the critical elements would be transportation. The Nazis had a highly advanced U-boat fleet, some of which disappeared in the waning days of the war. These vessels could have been employed to transport personnel and necessary equipment to Antarctica. The long journey, covering more than 15,000 kilometers, would have been perilous, but not impossible for the skilled U-boat crews. Upon arrival, they would need to establish a base. The idea of creating an inhabitable complex in the harsh Antarctic environment might seem far-fetched. However, the Nazis were pioneers in bunker-building technology, having erected numerous fortified complexes across Europe. If they could build hardened structures in the harsh conditions of the Eastern Front, it's not beyond the realm of possibility that they could do the same in Antarctica. The alleged base would have been self-sustaining. It would require an independent energy source, which some theorists speculate could have been a nuclear reactor. The Nazis were known to be researching nuclear technology, and some suggest they might have made more progress than is commonly believed. Communication with the outside world would be another challenge. However, the Germans were pioneers in the development of radio technology. It's conceivable that they could have established a secure communication link with Berlin or other secret Nazi bases around the world. The alleged presence of advanced technology and ancient artifacts, as claimed by the elderly veteran, presents another layer of mystery. If true, it would suggest a level of technological sophistication far beyond what we know the Nazis possessed. While mainstream historians scoff at such notions, some fringe theorists suggest that the Nazis might have been in contact with extraterrestrial entities or had access to ancient, forgotten technologies. The intricate mechanics of Operation Sunshine, if it indeed occurred, would have been a monumental feat of engineering, logistics, and secrecy. It's a concept that pushes the boundaries of our understanding of World War II history and invites us to question what we think we know. As we delve deeper into this mysterious narrative, we are continually reminded of the vast expanse of untapped and potentially forbidden knowledge awaiting our discovery. The story of Operation Sunshine, true or not, is a testament to the allure of hidden histories and the enduring human desire to uncover them. The narrative of Operation Sunshine took a dramatic turn with the advent of the Cold War. As tensions between the United States and the Soviet Union escalated, Antarctica became a strategic point of interest. The alleged Nazi presence on the frozen continent, if true, would have represented a significant threat to both superpowers. Reports from the era suggest heightened activity in the Southern Ocean, with both American and Soviet vessels frequently sighted. Some argue this was due to interest in the rumored Nazi base. Others claim it was a response to unusual electromagnetic readings, potentially indicative of advanced technology or energy sources. While the mainstream historical narrative attributes this activity to whaling and scientific research, those who delve deeper into the shadows of the past suggest a more clandestine purpose. Simultaneously, the narrative of Operation Sunshine became even more complex with the emergence of Operation High Jump. Officially, a United States Navy operation conducted in 1946-47, its stated purpose was to establish the Antarctic Research Base, Little America 4. Yet, some researchers suggest a more covert mission, to locate and neutralize the alleged Nazi base. Reports from Operation High Jump are both intriguing and enigmatic. The fleet, led by Rear Admiral Richard E. Byrd, consisted of 13 ships, almost 5,000 personnel, and even a squadron of aircraft. Such a massive deployment seems excessive for mere scientific exploration, reinforcing belief in a hidden agenda. Admiral Byrd's subsequent statements further fueled speculation. In a press interview, he warned of enemy fighters that can fly from pole to pole with incredible speed, an unusual remark that some interpret as a veiled reference to advanced Nazi or extraterrestrial technology discovered in Antarctica. The secrecy shrouding Operation High Jump, coupled with the ambiguity of Admiral Byrd's comments, amplified the mystery surrounding Operation Sunshine. The suppression of information, the whispers of hidden agendas, the potent mix of Cold War politics and forbidden knowledge, all these elements coalesced to intensify belief in the existence of a clandestine Nazi mission in Antarctica. Yet, the enigmatic narrative of Operation Sunshine did not end there. In 1959, the Antarctic Treaty was signed, prohibiting military activity on the continent. While presented as a diplomatic triumph, the treaty also effectively quashed any official investigation into the alleged Nazi presence. This has led some to surmise that the treaty was a concerted effort by world powers to bury the mystery of Operation Sunshine, a final act of suppression in a narrative already shrouded in secrecy. The enduring narrative of Operation Sunshine and the mysteries buried beneath the Antarctic ice continue to shape our culture, media, and politics in subtle yet significant ways. The tale of clandestine Nazi missions in the heart of Antarctica has found its way into numerous works of fiction, from pulp novels and comic books to big-budget Hollywood films. These narratives often weave in elements of advanced technology, extraterrestrials, and global conspiracies, reflecting the enduring fascination with the secrets of Antarctica. This intrigue extends to the realm of video games and interactive media. Games that delve into alternate history, secret societies, and hidden technology often draw upon the mystique of Operation Sunshine. There, players can explore a world where the Nazis established a secret base in Antarctica, developing advanced technology or making first contact with extraterrestrial beings. In the political sphere, the Antarctic Treaty has set a precedent for international cooperation and the preservation of neutral territories for scientific research. Yet, the shadow of Operation Sunshine lingers. Conspiracy theories surrounding the treaty persist, often intertwined with fears of global control or suppression of forbidden knowledge. These theories, while not mainstream, can influence public perception of international treaties and diplomatic negotiations. The scientific community, too, has been impacted by the legacy of Operation Sunshine. The mystery surrounding the alleged Nazi presence in Antarctica has fueled interest in Antarctic exploration and research. While mainstream scientists dismiss the idea of a secret Nazi base, the allure of Antarctica's unexplored regions continues to captivate researchers. In popular culture, Operation Sunshine has become a symbol of the unknown, embodying humanity's fear and fascination with forbidden knowledge. It stands as a testament to the power of secrecy and the allure of the undiscovered. As long as the icy plains of Antarctica remain uncharted and its secrets buried, the narrative of Operation Sunshine will continue to captivate, inspire, and intrigue. It is, after all, a story woven into the very fabric of our collective imagination, a tale of mystery, adventure, and the limitless potential of human endeavor. It is a story that, despite its roots in the darkest days of the 20th century, continues to shape our world today. While the enigma of Operation Sunshine has been dissected and reimagined across various platforms, certain questions keep the narrative alive. These unknowns, rooted in the realm of possibility, add layers of intrigue to the legend, keeping it relevant and continuously fascinating. One of the most pressing questions is whether there exists tangible evidence of a secret Nazi base in Antarctica. While no such evidence has been officially recognized, accounts of strange architectural remnants beneath the ice persist. Some claim these are remnants of a Nazi stronghold, while others suggest they could be evidence of ancient civilizations or extraterrestrial activities. Without definitive proof, these theories continue to circulate, adding fuel to the enigma of Operation Sunshine. Another question concerns the technology supposedly developed at this alleged base. If the Nazis were indeed able to establish a covert outpost in such a harsh environment, what kind of technological advancements were they privy to? Some speculate about advanced weaponry, experimental aircraft, or even nuclear capabilities. Others suggest more esoteric technologies, such as weather control or time travel. Again, without concrete evidence, these theories remain in the realm of speculation, further mystifying the narrative. A third question revolves around the fate of any surviving personnel. If there was indeed a secret Nazi base in Antarctica, what became of its inhabitants? Some theorize that they integrated into other societies, carrying with them the knowledge and technology developed in the Antarctic. Others suggest they might still be there, hidden beneath the ice, waiting for the right moment to emerge. This idea, while fantastical, contributes to the enduring allure of Operation Sunshine. Finally, there is the question of international secrecy. Given the geopolitical implications, would world governments have reasons to suppress evidence of a Nazi base in Antarctica? Does the Antarctic Treaty, which prohibits military activity on the continent, serve to protect the remnants of Operation Sunshine from prying eyes? While these questions verge on the conspiratorial, they play into wider discourses about government transparency, global power dynamics, and the control of forbidden knowledge. These unanswered questions, and many more, ensure that the legacy of Operation Sunshine persists. While the truth may remain buried beneath millennia-old ice, the narrative continues to captivate, casting long shadows over our understanding of the past and posing tantalizing possibilities for the future. The mystery of Operation Sunshine, in the end, is a testament to the power of the unknown and the enduring allure of the unexplored. In this realm of secrecy and mystery, where light rarely shines, Operation Sunshine is a testament to the enduring fascination with the clandestine. It is a story stitched together with threads of intrigue, hidden knowledge, and speculation. The icy plains of Antarctica, as remote and inaccessible as they may be, have become a canvas upon which tales of clandestine missions, advanced technologies, and global conspiracies are painted. For those who believe in the existence of the secret Nazi Antarctic base, Operation Sunshine is a narrative imbued with hidden truths, suppressed by world governments and waiting to be uncovered. It is a repository of forbidden knowledge, where the potential for advanced technology and the survival of Nazi personnel is as enduring as the Antarctic ice itself. The very opacity and mystery surrounding the operation serve to solidify its place in the annals of alternative history. The answers to the many questions surrounding Operation Sunshine might forever be locked away beneath the ice caps of Antarctica, shrouded in the secrecy of classified documents or embedded in the coded language of those who chose to remain silent. The true technological prowess of the Nazis, the fate of the personnel allegedly stationed there, and the potential international conspiracy to suppress all evidence of the operation may never fully come to light. Yet, as each question remains unanswered, the narrative grows stronger. The impenetrability of the mystery only deepens the intrigue, widening the chasm between known facts and the realm of possibility. The enigma of Operation Sunshine becomes a mirror reflecting our own fascination with forbidden knowledge, our uneasiness with unchecked power, and our collective yearning to explore the uncharted territories of our past. Operation Sunshine, as it stands, is a story without an end, a journey without a destination. It is a testament to the allure of the unknown, the power of secrecy, and the compelling pull of conspiracy. The Antarctic ice may guard its secrets well, but the human spirit is relentless in its quest for truth, continually seeking the elusive Operation Sunshine, a beacon of mystery in the stark Antarctic wilderness. As long as the questions remain, so too will the allure, the intrigue, and the enduring legacy of Operation Sunshine. Thanks for listening. This has been The Conspiracy Files with Paige Carter. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to follow us wherever you listen to podcasts. And if you'd like to support the show, subscribe to the Forbidden Knowledge Network on Patreon. Subscribe now.